Let all cats old enough to catch their own prey gather here beneath the high rock for a clan meeting.
Miouooo, I'm Simon.
And I'm Evelyn. And today we'll be discussing Outcast, chapters 14, 15, and 16.
Yeah. It's been like 12 weeks since we last recorded or something.
It's been a long time. I was away, now I'm back.
Yeah.
Back with a vengeance, just like Tiger Claw.
He did that, yeah. Okay, if you haven't listened to us before, which is kind of weird, honestly, if you're listening right now, our spoiler policy is spoilers are fun.
Yep, spoilers are fun. We say it every time.
Follow-up, I barely even remember last episode, so I can't say I have any follow-up.
Well, I think they're just about to leave for the mountains in last episode.
Yeah, but I don't remember what we talked about, because it was so long ago.
There's probably not much to talk about. I don't remember either.
Alright, so for fandom news, this happened some time ago, but there was a poll on the Pawedcats website.
Which cat should the next Super Edition focus on?
Yes. They've narrowed it down to 3 excellent choices, as they say. And then, they let the fans vote. So, there were some problems with the voting situation.
It's some major problems.
Following investigation, over 200,000 inauthentic votes placed with the use of a vote bot have now been removed. Yeah, so basically, it was just brigaded by bots, and Misty Star was winning at one point, and it was pretty much a disaster. So they either had to do it again or figure out some way to discard some of the votes, which I guess they can do, but I don't know. Now the final one has... So Riverstar won with 46%.
Who is Riverstar? I don't even like Riverstar.
I know Riverstar because I've been reading that.
I haven't been reading that.
Ivy Pool with 40%. And Misty Star with 14%.
Wow.
So Riverstar won, but not by much. Misty Star totally lost.
Who would you have voted for?
I don't know. I guess I'm not caught up. I didn't read... I still have one more book in Dawn of the Clans. Mm-hmm. So I didn't finish Riverstar stuff. And I didn't even start the next one, so I don't know about Ivy Pool. I know she's still alive in that.
I feel like Ivy Pool's had a lot of time to shine already.
Yeah, I feel like probably I would have voted for Riverstar, I guess. I mean, honestly, I don't care. There was also a Moon Kitty video that talked about this topic and touched upon the fake voting. So we could have actually watched that to prepare, but we didn't.
We have another thing for fandom news, which is this article of 10 secrets from the Pawedcats books.
Yes. Aaron Hunter reveal, actually.
It's just one Aaron Hunter, though.
It's Vicky Holmes.
Is it Holmes or Holmes?
I would say Holmes.
Vicky Holmes.
I don't know.
Let's go through the list.
But wait, she says, "Hello, my name is Vicky Holmes, and I'm the original Aaron Hunter." Throughout the whole article, there's these subtle little digs at the other Aarons, and I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first secret is, in the first manuscript, Tiger Claw was called Hammer Claw.
The name really suited him. Sinister and powerful, just like a hammer, right?
Yeah, I don't agree. I feel like a hammer is as far as tools go, it's not even a power tool. It's just a hammer. It's one of the most basic tools. Mm-hmm. A war hammer, maybe. That's sinister and powerful.
Yeah.
But it's not Warhammer Claw, it's just Hammer Claw.
It's the opposite of a claw hammer. A hammer claw.
It then says that at the last minute, days before the book was being printed, somebody was like, how would a cat know what a hammer is? So they changed it. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good change.
Yeah. That's a pretty funny name for a cat.
Yeah.
Secret number 2.
ThunderClan was originally called StarClan, because that seemed like the nicest name, and therefore we wanted to use it for the central clan. But then she realized Star Clan was obviously the name for their ancestors in the sky, so...
Yeah, duh.
Yeah. Oh, and then it says, ThunderClan felt like a good second choice because the clan was so close to the Thunder Path.
But all the clans are.
Yeah, what? I mean, maybe not River Clan, but Wind Clan and Shadow Clan are definitely on the Thunder Path. Shadow Clan has 2 Thunder Paths. I don't get that.
I don't either. Maybe they're called Thunder Clan because they're powerful and strong like thunder.
Well,
the sound of thunder.
I know actually why they're called Thunder Clan. It's because there was a cat named Thunder.
Oh yeah, Thunder.
So that was a retcon.
The orange cat.
Yeah. So then number 3.
Number 3 is clearly a dig at the other Aaron Hunters. I really, really wish that cars weren't called monsters. I cannot tell you who came up with this name, but it wasn't me.
I can't believe she said that. So much strife between the Aarons.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the name Monsters for cars?
I kind of get where she's coming from, because, like, it seems so, like, juvenile, you know, like a monster. But then, like, well, what else would you call them?
They seem like monsters to me.
Yeah. I think it's funny that they're called monsters, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Then she talks about how the original Warriors map is based on the New Forest in southern England. I mean, we already know all that part, so that's boring. And then she also talks about how she would use a purple pen to write her notes on the manuscripts.
What a secret.
Yeah, like, was that really a secret? I think that it was just something that a lot of people didn't know, but that's not what a secret is, really.
Yeah.
And then she's edited manuscripts in various places, because, you know, you can carry them around in your briefcase and stuff.
That is boring.
Yeah, that really could have been consolidated with fact number 5, or secret number 5. And then Kate and Cherith are, of course, brilliant writers with a passion and knowledge for cats that makes up for the fact that I actually prefer horses and dogs. So, yeah, Vicky doesn't even like cats that much.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Vicky anymore.
Vicky is canceled in my mind.
I mean, there's no need to compare how much you like cats to horses and dogs. They're completely different.
Yeah.
And then she talks about how she doesn't like Cherith's writing, so she writes a little passive-aggressive sheep on the page because, you know, if it has too many words and it's too woolly.
Wow, yeah.
Then she's like, edit your words, Cherith.
Yeah, she wants to be sharper, crispier, snappier. Or crisper, not crispier. That would mean. Yeah, just like blatantly putting this out here. It's so passive-aggressive.
Number 8, the secret is that titles are hard.
Some secret. She says, some, like Into the Wild, are obvious and easy, but others took ages to conjure. Fire and Ice was very difficult, probably because I was in shock that I had to write another book about cats so soon.
Overworked. I think Fire and Ice is a good name.
Yeah, it makes sense. The hardest of all was Dark River in Power of 3. I honestly thought it would be published without a title. It took us so long to come up with one.
How could you think it would be published without a title?
Yeah, like it would not happen. Obviously, like, has that ever happened?
You just come up with something.
And then she also says, it seems so obvious now, but we went through a million ideas first. So you had a million ideas?
And you still thought you wouldn't choose one. Secret number 9.
I have absolutely no idea how the cats are related to one another in Series 1. So yeah, like, they didn't plan, like, how everybody's related and how everything fits together. Because they only thought they would do 1 and then 6.
But now there's 6 groups of 6.
Yeah. And we all know, like, how many problems this has caused in the later books.
Right.
And I guess just, like, in all the books.
Very complicated.
Yeah. And she does say, the reason the other clans appear to be so much smaller in the first allegiances are because I only came up with names for the cats that we encountered in the stories. I knew there would be the same number of cats in each clan, but I wasn't going to waste time creating characters that I didn't need. Some Warriors fan she is. Like, one thing that all Warriors fans do is, like, create clans.
Yeah.
And she can't even do that.
Just make up some names and put them in the clan.
Yeah. It is funny that, like, Wind Clan had, like, one cat in the first book.
Wind Clan. Leader, Tall Star.
And then the last one. It's about Midnight.
She doesn't like Midnight.
Yeah, I guess she thought, like, it's silly to have a talking badger.
Yeah, so silly to have a talking badger. Badgers don't talk cat.
Yeah, only cats speak. But then she was won over when Sheriff made Midnight talk like Yoda. And now Vicky says that she would have loved to do a super edition that focused on Midnight, where she came from, how she knew Rock, and why she knows so much about the lives of these random cats. And also I'd add why she's as old as time.
Yeah, too bad Midnight wasn't one of the candidates for the next super edition.
That's what I would have voted for real, though.
A badger. That's not even a cat.
Yeah. Alright, well that was interesting.
Well, Vicky Holmes is not my favorite of the Aarons.
Well, who is?
Probably Cherith Baldry because she has such a great name.
That's true. Kate Carey is a pretty normal name. Like, not much to really say there.
It has a nice ring to it, though.
Yeah. Cherith and then Baldry.
What a wonderful name!
To be honest, I don't know enough about the personalities of Kate and Cherith. Although I think Kate is a lot more active online.
I think so, yeah. I think Cherith is older, isn't she?
I think so, yeah. I don't even know, like, are they even writing? Are they even Aarons anymore? I don't know.
Who knows?
So, we're going to get into the quote of the week. Would you like to do the honors?
Oh, yes, please. A call rang out in Broken Star's rasping voice. Let all cats old enough to kill their own enemies gather here.
Wow. That's from The Forgotten Warrior, chapter 18.
Oh, so that's in Omen of the Stars.
Yeah, I don't remember which one, but it's an Omen of the Stars.
The fifth one, I think. Oh my gosh.
What, like, a bastardization of a phrase that we all know and love.
Yeah. Maybe I should start saying that when we start our podcast.
I think maybe so. Let all cats old enough to kill their own enemies. How silly. Alright, chapter 14. The cats start walking to the mountains, is your summary.
It was so boring.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Let's see what the wiki summary is.
Chapter 14.
J-Paw's point of view.
The cats cross the Wind Clan border. Breezepaw becomes annoyed with J-Paw for getting him wet after crossing the river.
They soon pass the horse place.
J-Paw gets stuck in the wet grass, but makes it out. Talon and Knight express worry at being stowed down by him. Slowed down by... I'm going blind, my blurry is very vision.
You were really right about this chapter. The most exciting thing is Breezepaw becomes annoyed with J-Paw for getting him wet.
That's it.
That's like all the action that
Nothing
happens.
happened in this chapter.
Oh my god. Okay.
Stowed.
Let's see what we had to say.
Okay. So we start off with them walking through the forest. J-Paw can feel the dappled sunlight and shade on his pelt. And I have to say, this sounds like a pretty healthy forest. You should be able to have some sunlight filtering through the leaves and reaching the floor of the forest. That way the plants at the bottom can grow.
That's a good point. I'm glad that you raised that.
Yeah, you don't want the trees to be too close together.
Yeah, or like, it's no fun to be in a forest that's like too sparse and like all the trees are like, you know, far apart and like just tall and thin. Right.
You need some nice big trees with lots of sunlight, but still trees.
Yeah. Linepaw flanked J-Paw on one side.
That sounds painful.
Flanked.
Okay. So they're just walking. Tawny Pelt's talking about her kits. Mentions Tiger Kit.
Yeah.
I was thinking instead it could be Hammer Kit.
Hammer Kit, yeah. I kind of forgot that this tiger kid was already alive here.
Yeah.
Seems like I didn't realize he was that much older than Dovewing.
Oh, huh. Yeah. This whole arc has to finish still.
Yeah, and this is only the third novel. And then she goes on, continues talking about her kits. Tawny Pelt does.
She says, right now, Dawn Kit doesn't listen to any cat.
All kits can be deaf when they choose, Squirrelfight told her. How silly of them.
Kits, J-Paw thought. Boring.
Honestly, yeah. This whole chapter is boring, though.
Yeah.
Like, moms talking about their kits. That is, I mean, especially because Squirrelfight is J-Paw's mother, supposedly. Like, of course he's gonna find that boring.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, like, being in a social setting with your mom, and, like, she's talking to another mom about, like, their children. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then the three siblings start, like, catching a butterfly, or trying to catch a butterfly. It's a very comical scene. Well, no, it's not. It's a mildly comical scene.
Hey look, Lion Paw exclaimed. Bet you I can catch that butterfly. Bet you can't, Holly Paw returned. Just watch. Lion Paw took off in an enormous leap, then crashed back to the forest floor. Missed it. Holly Paw let out a meow of laughter. Told you.
Yeah.
How comical.
And then Squirrelfight's like, just what do you three think you're doing? And I was like, three? J-Paw was just standing there.
Yeah.
He wasn't even doing anything.
Well, I guess Breezepaw is their half-sibling, so the whole family's there.
Yeah, it really is like a family vacation. Oh, back when we were talking about how J-Paw thought the kits were boring, I was wondering, like, what does J-Paw even find interesting in his life? Like, is there anything?
He wants to know what Rock has to say.
I guess, yeah. He wants to know people's secrets.
That's a little nosy.
Yeah, but, like, what hobbies does he have?
Being annoyed.
Yeah. And then I just realized, like, at this point in the chapter, they're still in ThunderClan. Like, they're really dragging this journey out. They emerged beside the lake, and he, like, kind of wants to go find his stick, but he can't carry it all the way to the mountains, obviously. So he doesn't. But, like, they're still just there.
Wow. Why is it taking so long?
Yeah.
The tribe is dying as we speak.
Yeah. And then we get the critical scene in this chapter. Hey, do you mind? Breezepaw's unfriendly voice came from just behind him. You're making my fur wet. Sorry, J-Paw muttered. That's such like a 2000 like human speak. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess people don't really say that much anymore.
It's not cool anymore.
Except for our father, he said it.
Yeah. Yeah, J-Paw's like shaking himself off like a dog.
Vicky Holmes' influence.
Yeah. Thoughts on the names Smokey or Floss, who are cats who live in the horse place?
We have a cat named Smokey, but we certainly do not have a cat named Floss.
No. Why would you name your cat that?
What kind of floss is that? Is that even supposed to be?
Like dental floss? And how do cats know about that?
What other kind of floss is there?
I don't know. Embroidery floss.
I guess.
But why would they know about that?
It's just a funny name.
Yeah.
Who came up with that?
Such a horrible name. And we spell Smokey with an E, so it's not S-M-O-K-Y like it is here.
Oh, right. There's a stiff breeze going. What does that mean?
I don't know. You had something to say about that, apparently.
I was just thinking that I have no idea what that actually means. It just means there's a breeze. There's a breeze going. It's breezing.
I'm hoping that you had something else to talk about there, because otherwise I don't see why you highlighted that.
I just think it's a pretty, like, it's so common. Like, I see it all the time in warriors.
The phrase stiff breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, how can air be stiff?
Yeah, I can't. It's not literally stiff. That wouldn't make much sense.
I think it's just a breeze.
Okay. Are they in, yeah, I guess they're in Windfan now, so that's why there's a stiff breeze.
But why is it stiff? What makes it stiff?
Anyways, J-Pod like ran into something or something, and then just beyond his brother, he heard Talon murmur to Knight, "This is crazy, taking a blind 2B all the way to the mountains." "I know," Knight replied. "He'll never keep up." They just shamelessly say that in front of everybody.
In front of J-Pod, who's clearly keeping up.
Yeah. Like, otherwise he wouldn't be able to hear them.
Yeah.
Pretty rude.
Blatantly rude.
Yeah, and like these are the cats who are helping them. I guess we get some description of the Wind Clan terrain, and like they stop like at the top and like get to see all the clan's territories and everything in the lake. I do think Wind Clan like would be my favorite terrain in at the lake at least. What do you think?
I guess they're all pretty good. Except for, well, Shadow Clan's not my favorite because I don't really like pine trees.
Oh, I do. I like Shadow Clan.
But
Then I think Thunder Clan is my third and River Clan is my least favorite. Like, what even is River Clan like? Like, is it fields? Is it trees? It's not forest, right? I guess savanna type terrain.
yeah.
And there's a creek.
I think there's, the creek. I don't know. I think I'd like Thunder Clan the best because it has trees.
It does. Breezepaw is like, Wind Clan look at this all the time. Our territory has loads of great views. And then J-Paw gets annoyed by that, but I don't think that's really like a super boastful thing or anything for Breezepaw to say. He's just like kind of saying, like, yeah, it is cool. We're lucky that we get to see it all the time.
Yeah, it's not worded in a way that seems very rude.
No. Then we get this. Looks like Squirrel Flight and Knight are talking about, like, you know, the journey and all that. Knight's like, "I can't believe how brave you were. You traveled so far to find a new home without even knowing where you were going." And then Squirrel Flight's like, "StarClan helped us, and the Tribe of Endless Hunting would do the same for you." Oh no, Tawny Pelt pointed that out. Like, if the tribe ever had to leave the mountains.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny how, like, the clan is cats who had to leave the mountains.
Yeah, like they did have to leave. Because there were too many and they were starving.
Yeah.
And the Tribe of Endless Hunting did help. That did happen.
Yeah.
But not when this was written. I don't think they knew that.
Right.
But, like, I would also like to say, like, are the clans brave for leaving? What else were they going to do? Lay down and die?
They had to.
Yeah, they did not have a choice.
Just walk away. Just walk away and find somewhere else.
Yeah. Alright, well, anything else for this horrible chapter?
Absolutely not.
God. We really hate this book.
It's so bad.
Okay. Chapter 15.
Okay. Purdy is the summary.
Purdy. So I take back what I just said. This is the best book ever. Purdy is here. Let's see what the wiki has to say about this chapter.
Lionpaw's point of view.
He feels restless when the cats stop, thinking he could run, fight, and climb farther than anyone. Squirrelflight gives him a mouse as he didn't stop to eat.
Brambleclaw tries to work out a strategy with Talon and Knight.
The cats stop for the night and hunt.
Lionpaw overhears Crowfeather and Breezepaw talking. Breezepaw tells him that they shouldn't have to help the tribe, while Crowfeather retorts that he will never understand loyalty.
The next morning, the former questing cats recognize a kitty pet to be Purdy.
Yay, Purdy!
Yay. I guess Purdy really... Oh no, we do get a lot of Purdy here, and also in the next chapter.
Yeah, we get even more in the next chapter.
Yeah. So yeah, Lionpaw's having his, like, moment where he feels all-powerful looking down at the rest of the territories.
Apparently, it's the traveling herbs that's giving him all his energy.
Yeah, Hollypaw says that, but I don't know about that.
You think it might be his powers?
Yeah, or maybe just like, I mean, I kind of relate to feeling like he does, like when you like climb to the top of a big hill and get to look down and stuff, and like it's all windy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess he can see like territory beyond like where they're going.
Oh, you can see
Yeah.
the mountains.
The mountains,
A blur in the distance.
and like farms and stuff, and roads. I don't really have anything to say about this whole thing.
I didn't have anything to say. They're just walking. Some of the cats are reminiscing about their old journey.
Yeah, and then Crowfeather's like wistfully saying it's natural for clans to be rivals. Which, after now that I've read how the clans started, mostly I kind of do agree that it's natural for them to be rivals, just from all that history. But I don't know. Also not. And then like at this part, Lionpaw like grows embarrassed when he remembered his dreams of power on the hilltop, which nobody knows unless J-Paw knows. But also he says like when he remembered his dreams of power on the hilltop, which was like 5 minutes ago probably.
Well, I can't remember 5 minutes ago. They're talking about how to fix the tribe.
Yeah. Brambleclaw asks, like, what do you know about these invading cats and how many are there? And then Talon's reply is too many. Which, like, is really not helpful.
Maybe they can't count.
I mean, who knows? This is the tribe we're talking about. But yeah, like, Talon, do you want their help or not? Like, they're trying to, like, start planning and be prepared to help you. And you can't even answer a simple question. Like, how many is too many? Is it 5? Is it 200?
200! I think it's like, I don't know how many.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Probably learn, yeah. So just like Lionpaw, I'm getting bored with this talk of strategy. So let's move on.
Lionpaw doesn't like strategy. He just likes fighting.
Yeah. Which, if I was him, I would kind of agree, because, like, why waste all that time strategizing when you will win anyways? Mm-hmm. Oh, he doesn't know that at this point.
Right.
They're talking about how the tribe seems, like, so prickly. Hollypaw's like, you know, their pride is hurt. How do you think Firestar would feel if we were having trouble and you went to ask for help from Wind Clan? Lionpaw's like, he would probably line his neck with my pelt. But I have some questions about that.
I think the pelt might go bad.
Yeah, like what do the cats do for curing pelts?
I think they just let them rot.
Yeah, like you need salt for that, right? Like what do you need for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like something to preserve it.
Yeah.
I guess if you like dehydrated it, maybe it would keep without like jerky.
Maybe like on Sunning Rocks you could do that.
Yeah, dry it out on Sunning Rock.
Wait, no, there's no Sunning Rocks.
Oh no!
Sunning
Oh
Rocks
no!
are over.
Cancelled.
Possibly he just means the fur, so like tufts of fur lining.
Just pull out the fur.
But it does say with the pelt, so I kind of do feel like that means like he would skin Lionpaw.
Maybe they get 2 legs to tan the pelt for them.
Maybe, like, but why would they do that? And then why would they give it back?
Hollypaw says what the tribe needs. No, wait.
Lionpaw says what the tribe needs is the warrior code, and we're gonna teach it to them.
That's a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, like kind of let them do their own thing. And like, do they need the warrior code? I feel like they're conflating the code with just like general societal and structural improvements.
Like the border patrols.
Yeah, and border markers, but like that's not warrior code specific. The setting sun casts long shadows in front of them, just like the book.
That's where they got the name for the next book.
Yeah, it looks like they're hunting here.
Apparently, Lionpaw accidentally left a tuft of his fur on a bramble, and it was orange.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had orange fur.
I didn't really know that either. What did we imagine his fur as being like? I don't know.
Like, tannish? Lion-colored? I don't know.
Yeah, like lions aren't orange. Let's see what the wiki says.
Wiki.
Golden.
Golden. What does golden mean?
Yeah,
Brown.
I don't know.
Shiny brown.
Oh my god, look at his affiliations. Here's some spoilers. Current, ThunderClan. Past, Rogue, Loner, ShadowClan, Refugee, and The Rebels. What are those? What? What happened?
I think we need to keep reading.
I guess so, wow.
His names: Kit, Lion Kit, Apprentice, Lion Paw, Warrior, Lion Blaze, Senior Warrior, Lion Blaze, Deputy, Lion Blaze, Leader, Lion Blaze, Loner, Lion Blaze, Rogue, Lion Blaze, Refugee, Lion Blaze.
What in the world happened to him? Oh my god. He's also apparently approximately 96 moons years old.
8 years?
96 moons old, 8 years. Okay. Oh, then we get the Breezepaw complaining thing. Like, I guess with Crowfeather, he's like, I don't see why we have to come at all. What can we do to help these weird cats? And why does it matter anyway? What has the tribe cat ever done for us?
What a complaining cat.
Yeah. I love that he calls him weird.
Yeah. In response, Crowfeather doesn't say what they've done for us, but he says what Feathertail did for them, which was die.
Yeah. They haven't done a whole ton. I mean, I guess they hosted them, but Feathertail did die for them. Then there's more stuff that happens, and then we finish off with this.
A plump Tabby Tom stepped through
them into the open. I guess through the cats?
through
the bracken.
Clump of bracken. Sorry. The fronds of a nearby clump of bracken waved wildly and parted. A plump Tabby Tom stepped through them into the open. His fur was rumpled and covered with burrs, and his muzzle was gray with age. He halted just beyond the bracken and stared at the journeying cats. Brambleclaw was staring back, his amber eyes wide with shock. Beside him, Squirrelflight bounced on her paws and let out a little cry of welcome. Purdy!
Insert air horn noises here. And that's the end of the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, who knew Purdy lived so close to the lake?
Yeah, like, is this the same day? I don't remember. It's either the same day that they left or the next day. That's like really close. So is this the first time we've seen Purdy since the quest at the beginning of the second arc?
I think so. He must be ancient now.
Oh my god, yeah.
I wonder how many moons old Purdy is.
Let's see if we can find out. He's probably dead.
Oh, Purdy.
I mean, he's like pretty old in the Omen of the Stars, and then there are like 2 other arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in StarClan now.
Oh.
Cause of death, age-related heart failure. I love that it's specifically heart failure.
How would they know that?
Just like how they apparently know that Ravenpaw died of liver issues.
Book appearances. Living. Lots of them. Dead. Darkest night. What? So it doesn't say how old he was?
I guess not, because he's already dead.
Oh well.
And they wouldn't know because they don't know when he was born. So
I guess
like,
that's
how would
true.
any fan find that out? Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on to the exciting, titillating chapter 16?
Yes.
The rebellious teenage cats don't like Purdy and get in trouble with dogs because of it. Also, the tribe cats don't like Purdy because he walks so slow. Oh.
Or he walks so stow. It's Hollypod's point of view.
The warriors greet Purdy enthusiastically, while the apprentices are unsure of him. Purdy is surprised to hear that the tribe actually exists.
Brambleclaw allows him to join their group. Breezepaw is annoyed that they're stuck with him. Hollypod privately agrees with him.
The cats come near a farm and see cows for the first time.
Lionpaw and Breezepaw begin to plan on sneaking away to hunt since Brambleclaw won't stop. Hollypaw hears them and joins them.
They sneak away and slip into a two-legged nest. Breezepaw sounds the warning for dogs.
By which is meant that he yells dogs.
That is what happens. Okay. So we're picking up right where we left off. Hollypod turned to stare at her mother. You know this kitty pet? Like, rude. Shut up and show some respect.
Uh-huh.
Also, like, what a coincidence that they just encountered Purdy. Like, wow.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. Imagine writing Purdy's dialogue. Like, all these contractions. A friend o' mine told me there were strange cats in the woods, and I reckon they might be you. The old Tom meowed. But where's the rest of you? Where's that scrawny young apprentice who was always arguing? So, like, he's supposed to be British. This doesn't seem like a British accent of any sort that I know of.
No, I've always thought of it as a kind of southern accent.
Yeah, like southern, or like western of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just like country.
Yeah.
But American for sure.
That's what I thought.
Well, he could have been.
Whoa.
We don't know. And yeah, they're like catching up, and like all the cats are like older and stuff. But then Purdy's like, but there were 6 of you. Where's the silver cat? Feather something. Feather something. Feather tail?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Feathertail.
It reminds me of like the first book, Gray What's It. I don't remember who says that. Oh, I think or Rusty maybe even says that.
Gray what's it?
What a silly thing to type.
Gray paw. Feathertail.
She died though.
Yeah.
Crowfeather says.
Mm-hmm. Crowfeather knows the answer, so he says it immediately.
Yeah, she died, period. And then, yeah, Purdy meets the tribe cats and is, like, surprised that there's cats living in the mountains. I thought you were just a tale queens told their kids to stop them from straying.
Stop them from straying. Well, mountains are a pretty bad place to live, apparently, since they're so tall and covered in snow and cold and windy.
Indeed. And then Purdy meets the kits. Well, Hollypaw, Linepaw, and Jaypaw. But Breezepaw isn't part of this. And he's like a very old man meeting young children about it. Like, come here, youngins, and let me look at you. Like, what?
So weird.
Oh my god, can you believe Breezepaw says this?
He's way old. Older than any of our elders. Why isn't he dead yet? Shut up, stupid furball, Hollypaw whispered.
That's so funny. He's way old. Why isn't he dead yet? Oh my god.
And he just says this, and Purdy can hear him.
That's crazy. And I didn't realize he actually is a kitty, like he was a kitty pet.
Yeah.
I thought he was just like a loner in Two-Leg Place. But I guess he was sort of a kitty pet.
Mm.
But yeah, Purdy definitely heard that. And then Breezepaw is like, I bet this old mange pelt couldn't catch a mouse if he tried from now to Leaf Bear.
And that was pretty rude.
It was pretty rude, yeah.
Pretty rude.
And Purdy has something to say about that, yeah.
And then Crowfeather literally beats Breezepaw.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Why would they include this?
Says Breezepaw began indignantly, only to clamp his jaw shut as his father lashed out a paw at his ear. A hard blow, though, with his claws sheathed.
You just punched your child in the ear.
That's mean.
That's abuse.
No wonder Breezepot turned out so terrible.
Yeah. Wow. Purdy does say, "Don't worry, young'un. I've met more nuisancey young cats than you've had rabbits."
He always says things like this with this format.
What an absurd phrase to say. What? So, Purdy is not in a great state. Hollypaw spotted a tick on the side of his neck and a few fleas hopping along the matted fur and tangled burrs.
That's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
He's got more burrs, fleas, and ticks than fur.
Yeah. I find it interesting, though, that she can see a few fleas hopping along the matted fur. Like, she can just see that.
Yeah, I can't see fleas. Like, unless I'm looking at them really closely.
Yeah. That also raised the question for me, like, how do the cats actually get rid of the fleas? Because when you or I do it, it's really hard for us to just take the fleas off of a cat without a comb.
Right. We use a flea comb and then put them in soapy water to kill them.
Yeah. But, like you can sometimes, like you're parting their fur and then you see a flea crawling there and then you can kind of grab it.
You grab it
with your fingers and you're like your
and then you put it in your mouth and you crack it with your teeth so that it dies.
Maybe you do that.
I don't actually. I thought you did.
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
But the cats do that. Which also raises questions because, like, so first of all, they don't use their paws because, like, that just doesn't make any sense.
No, they do actually licking them.
They just, like, get the flea into their mouth and then bite it to kill it.
Yeah.
Their teeth are really small and pointy, though, too.
Yeah. Misty had trouble chewing up that fly, remember? A flea is even smaller than a fly.
A fly is, like, 100 times bigger than a flea.
I'm glad I'm not an apprentice who has to lick an elder's fur and get the fleas out and ticks.
And then Lion Paw is, like... Eventually, he's like, "Why don't we get going?" Hollypaw agrees. She thinks that cats of the mountains could be dying while the rescue party stood here meowing about old times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they decide to go, but Purdy decides to go with them.
Yeah. Brambleclaw's like, "We better get going." Then Purdy's like, "No need to say goodbye just yet. I reckon I'll come with you." Yeah, Purdy's just like imposing himself into their party.
Yep.
And then the tribe is, like, not into that at all, because they want to get going.
Yeah.
And Brambleclaw tries to be, like, let him down nicely. And then Purdy gets kind of offended, but then, like, not really.
Yeah, it's like a joke.
Yeah.
It's like...
Maybe you're right, but I can come with you as far as the woods.
Like, you saying I can't fight? Maybe. M-E-B-B-E.
Oh, my God. Breezepaw is also, like, mouse dung. Now we're stuck with the stupid mange pelt.
You can't just say things like that.
That is horrible. Like, shut up. Jesus. Apparently also Purdy is fat.
So he's been getting food from the upwalkers.
Yeah. That'll do it. But yeah, Purdy does know the area, so maybe it won't be such a terrible idea.
Yeah. Purdy says that the upwalkers came and put up a nest at a certain spot and cleared out all the rats.
A nest?
That's where last time Tawnyfell got bitten by rats.
Oh.
But I thought that rats would make a funny foundation for a house.
Yeah, I feel like that would be rather unstable.
The wise man builds his house on the rats.
I don't think so.
No?
No. So I guess she was bitten by rats somewhere outside, and then they built a house there? Is that what that means?
Yeah, they put up a nest there.
Okay. Well, Hollypaw stops listening. And then they... God, this is a long chapter. The other two chapters were short. This one really goes on. They see some cows. They had feet like pointed stones. Like the teller.
The teller of the pointed stones.
Yeah. And long tails. Like Longtail. That swished through the air with a reedy hiss.
Mm-hmm.
Reedy Hiss.
The next warrior cat name, Reedy Hiss.
Mm-hmm. How come hiss is never a suffix that we see?
Speaking of hiss, Lion Paw let out a hiss of annoyance.
Yeah.
The next note. Hiss or meow.
That's not the next one. The next one is...
growl. That?
Purdy tells them that they're cows. But to be technical, are they cows or are there steers there too? Should you just say cattle in general?
Oh, who knows?
I don't know.
Usually I just call cattle cows.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
Okay.
So then the paws are hungry.
The paws.
Maybe they should have eaten earlier.
They want to catch mice where they smell the mice.
Yeah, but then Purdy's like, can't you smell the dogs? And then Breville like, yeah, thanks, Purdy. We'll keep going until we find somewhere safer.
But no. Lion Paw isn't scared of dogs, and neither is Breeze Paw.
Yeah, they're not dangerous at all if you know how to deal with them, he says. Like, they're just saying random stuff now. Just like, what? Why would, like, this is so ridiculous. Just like, what a random, untrue take that dogs aren't dangerous. Like, yes, they are. Every cat is scared of dogs. Like, what? So Holly Paw is like shaking her head at these toms. And then she sees Lion Paw and Breeze Paw creeping away towards the farm.
They're just going there to get eaten by the dogs.
Yeah. And then Holly Paw ends up joining them because, like, at this point she might as well, I guess.
I don't really get her reasoning. But...
So this is obviously just horrible idea. Keep your fur on, Lion Paw hissed. We're just going back to the farm. Every cat's going so slowly that we can catch a few mice and be back before they miss us. Which I would like to cast doubt on.
You can't just go hunt, eat, and come back while everyone else is walking.
Yeah, they're walking away from you. You're going back the opposite direction.
They're going to be like, where are they?
Yeah. Like, they're going to be gone for 15 minutes, maybe. Or more.
Yeah. I mean, you have to catch the thing.
Yeah. They're so stupid.
Yeah. So they go...
Yeah.
They go into the barn.
Yeah, I guess it is a barn.
They go under the fence.
Yeah.
Into the farm.
Holly Paw wriggled underneath, feeling the shiny fence stuff scrape against her back. So I like that she calls it fence-stuff. It's just a fence. You can just say feeling the shiny fence.
Well, they want to say the shiny metal scrape against her back, but since Holly Paw doesn't know what metal is, it has to be fence stuff.
I guess. I mean, it is a fence, though. Like, literally, it is a fence. So, we can just call it that.
And Holly Paw almost drowns.
Yeah. Because she's salivating so much about the prospect of mice.
That water flooded her mouth.
The scent of mouse was stronger still, but Holly Paw was too edgy to hunt.
What does that mean? I think they mean on edge.
I think they mean on edge, yeah. But they said Holly Paw was too edgy. That's so funny. She's not, though. She's like the opposite of edgy.
Yeah, she's very rule follower.
Breeze Paw is more edgy, yeah.
Breeze Paw is just rude.
So they get some mice.
Breeze Paw catches a mice and Lion Paw catches a rat.
Wow, he really caught a rat. Huh?
They were going to start eating, but then the dogs, obviously. Like,
yeah,
duh.
There's dogs there. Just as we thought would happen. I would like to say to Breeze Paw, like, practice what you preach. Stop being a hypocrite. Breeze Paw, his eyes stretch wide, and he says, dogs? Or no, he says, dogs.
He's clearly afraid.
Yeah, what happened to not being afraid of dogs?
What happened to them being easy to deal with if you knew how?
Yeah. Well, that's how the chapter ends.
So we don't have to deal with the dogs till next chapter.
Yes. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Oh, I hate dogs. That's not true.
I hate when dogs show up in Warriors.
Yeah, the dogs and Warriors are never positive. Like, they're always, like, stupid and gross and weird.
They always try to eat the cat.
And then they always get called away by their two legs. Like, every time.
Yeah. What a relief.
Favorite and least favorite parts of the episode?
Purdy.
Yeah, my favorite part is Purdy.
My least favorite part was the entirety of chapter 14.
Yeah, my least favorite part, I don't know. I mean, probably how boring it was, yeah.
It was a pretty big thing, like, pretty big complaint.
Yeah, not very specific.
I also didn't like how rude Breeze Pop was.
Yeah, like in a meta sense. Yeah. Breeze Paw, really horrible.
And when Crowfather just, like, punched Breeze
Oh my god, yeah, the child abuse maybe.
That
just
might
gets
be the
glossed
worst
over.
part.
That's my least favorite part.
It just happens and nothing's said about it.
Yeah.
You don't just do that.
Normalizing it. I think it's time to say goodbye to this episode.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, who's saying what? Am I saying the goodbye with the exclamation? Are you saying it?
I thought you just did it.
That was not exclamation.
Okay.
Goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, the hunters. I better go talk to them.
Oh.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we had to take a break because some hunters on our land gave us some beer.